Yo, what's going on, guys? So today, I've got a movie that I've been wanting to watch for a really long time. Tron has been a franchise that I have adored since I was just a little boy when Tron Legacy came out, and it's always been a solid, cool action movie to me that I thoroughly enjoy. One could even call it a comfort movie, if you will. So with that being said, let's get this thing started. So this movie is a sequel to the Tron movies that came out before it, even though I do not think it did a good job depicting exactly how much time has passed since the last one, or where even some of the other characters are from it. I don't know, it was just really strange to me. Pretty much some undisclosed amount of time has passed, and there's an evil mastermind trying to make this AI robot help him take over the world. Well, there's more to the story than that, kind of. But, that's the main plot. Definitely prevalent to what our society is becoming. Isn't exactly breaking any new ground with this story. I think the main character, Ares, played by Jared Leto, is honestly the best one in here. And really the only one I kind of cared about. He actually surprised me in this movie. I wasn't expecting to like him very much, but he actually ended up being kind of the best part of the movie. The main villain, played by Evan Peters, was a bit iffy for me. I thought he started off really strong, having this menacing presence a bit, but as the movie goes on, he just becomes less and less cool, and less of a threat, honestly. And that's not really something that I would want out of my villain. Sorry. The other main character, I'd say, is played by Greta Lee. This is the first thing I've ever seen her in, so I'll be a little nice when I say this, but I didn't really think her performance was what the story needed. Her character was solid, but she wasn't giving out the right emotions out of certain story beats that need a more emotional, energetic performance. And a good amount of times in this movie, her acting just seems really flat here. The best part of this movie, no doubt, without question, is the action. I mean this when I say it, the movie had some of the best action sequences I have seen all year. And yeah, damn near all of it was CG, but I don't give a shit, man. This movie fucking rocks. Some of the shit they do in this movie had my jaw dropped. And it had some insane scenes that had me smiling ear to ear while watching. Anytime any sort of action scene or intense sequence is happening is when I was the most invested in this. The first two acts of this story are kind of non-stop action despite the first 10 minutes of the movie or so. I felt the movie was at its best when characters were on the move. The movie sort of slows down a bit in the third act for a while, then picks back up towards the end. This movie was honestly pretty solid to me, even with all the issues. I just think at its core, there were a few things here that could have been developed a bit more to really have me connect with some of these characters on an emotional level, rather than just waiting for the next fight scene. I thought it was pretty well paced, but certain ideas and plot points really just weren't hitting the spot for me. And they focused on one thing when they should have been fleshing out this other thing that's way more intriguing. The shots here were also very cool. The cinematography, very solid. And, oh my god, I almost forgot. I don't know what it is about these Tron movies, but this soundtrack fucking slaps. It's just so peak. I thought the pacing of the movie was pretty solid as well. The movie is just about 2 hours. You guys know me. The pacing of a movie really means a lot. And I think with the time it was given, I think it was paced extremely well. And like I said, in the first two acts of this movie, the story's going. It's moving fast. It's having a pacing. But then, when it's shifting to the second to the third act, the movie kind of slows down a bit. And it kind of stalls for a while. And until it picks back up. And with that time, I feel like that they were stalling. I feel that they should have fleshed out some other things that they wanted us to care about. Characters' motivation, Greta Lee. Motivation of this film, the movie wants us to care about this, but it's kind of hard to when we're not really shown anything to care about or have any prior knowledge to why we should care about this. The ending of the movie was very, very weird and disappointing to me. You guys know how I feel about endings to movies and how they can really kind of make or break the experience for me. And the ending to this, it was almost really solid, but then something happens where you're just like, what? Why the fuck did that just happen? But anyways, guys, this movie did have a lot of potential, but it still kind of was a fun time to me. It has some extremely cool action sequences, and if you're just a big Tron fan, then I think that you should probably check it out. But I will just be giving this movie a 6 out of 10. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Peace.